What's up, YouTube? How y'all doing today? Hope y'all are doing awesome. Back this morning, well, this morning for me, but I'm back this morning with another video, another Think About It video. And the thing about it is, what exactly is SHTF? That's what we're going to talk about today. Stay tuned.
Yo, stay focused, man's on a mission. Wavy like the ocean, ain't got time for inhibition. Eyes on a prize, lock it in your vision. Straight up, man, that's gotta make a decision. Stay focused, man, I gotta go. Can't be going backwards, I can't be going slow. Gotta take the lead and I gotta steal the show.
Okay, SHTF. The term SHTF, which is stuff or shit hits the fan, or whatever you want to call it, the poo hits the fan, or whatever you want to call it. The stuff hits the fan if you don't, whatever it is you want to call it. But I Googled the term just to see what Google called SHTF, and it says is used to characterize disastrous events of circumstances causing major disturbance or anarchy. Okay, so, and there was many different things. If you Google it, it says a whole bunch of different things, but it all pretty much, the gist of it's all about the same. But what are some actual, like, examples of SHTF? I know some of the doomer, SHTF doomer people, they fixate on, like, the most popular, which is probably the least likely of all of them. I mean, they're talking like end of the world, war on our soil, nuclear, EMP type of stuff, and that is very, and it's, I wouldn't say very, but it's possible. Yes, that could happen, and we are, the time of this recording, we are definitely at a time where it could happen. What's up, guys? Hey, listen, since I got you, why don't you go ahead and hit that subscribe button? I'm trying to shoot for that 6,000 subscribers by the end of the year. It costs you nothing. It's free. It takes you like 5 seconds. It just hit it, smash it, caress it, whatever you gotta do. Just do the things. The YouTube stuff. Smash that subscribe button, as they say, or hit it, or like I said, caress it, or whatever other kinky little things you want to do with it. But hey, if you do that kinky stuff with it, we don't need to know about it. You can keep that to yourself. Just whatever you do, just subscribe. Okay. Like I said, I'm trying to get that 6,000. That would be awesome if I can get that by the end of the year. It's my little goal for the year. It's September, end of September, so it gives me 3 months. Try and get that. So if you wouldn't mind, hit the button. Do the YouTube stuff. Anyway, I appreciate y'all. I love you. I couldn't be doing this without you. I wouldn't be doing this without you. And I appreciate every single one of you. And anyway, appreciate you. Back to the show. But honestly, is it very likely? Probably not. I mean, really, not really. Not super duper likely. It says me. I mean, do what you want. But if you prepare for this, then you'll be prepared for pretty much anything. So if you prepare for the worst, if it's something that's like light duty, you'll be perfectly fine. Totally fine. Anyway, something that's a little bit more likely, but still, it's definitely possible, a little bit more likely than the others, but not like totally likely. Economic collapse. Well, we've already kind of seen that. We've been in it once. We've been in the Great Depression back in the days, and then there's also there's been a few events that have caused some economic weakening. Like right now, at the time of this recording, inflation is through the roof, and prices are so high, but the shelves aren't empty. You know, we can still get food. It just costs a ton. So, you know, there's that. And, you know, so it's one of those things where, you know, it hurts, but it's not like total Great Depression time yet, because there's still food. There is still stuff on the grocery shelves. It just costs you $100 for a loaf of bread. Well, okay, maybe not quite that much, but you know, you get my drift. We spend $300-400 a week in groceries for our family. Yeah, we don't have a small family. You know, there's 7 of us in the house at the moment. One's graduated and off on her own, doing the real world stuff. So we have a big grocery bill. You know, we can't. So that hurts. So and it's hard to buy extra food when it's so expensive. But that's another, possibly more likely than the first two. But you know, still, how bad will it actually get? Another one that's in the more likely category is political or civil unrest. Like if you all remember back in the George Floyd days, you know, the George Floyd, BLM, you know, those peaceful protests, you know, quote unquote, you know, riots. Some people called them riots. They were, in my opinion, they were riots, but some people called them peaceful protesting, mostly peaceful protesting. And, you know, it's one of those, you know, things like that can happen. You know, burning down buildings, you know, tipping over police cars, you know, things like that. That's likely, especially again at the time of this recording. We're about a month away from the 2024 elections. Depending on when you watch this, I don't know who wins at the time of this recording. I have no idea who's going to win the election. I have a good idea who's going to win, but I really don't think it matters who wins. It's gonna be chaos regardless. You know, because if you know, and we'll find out here in a month. Maybe by the time you're watching this video, we'll already know what the results are. But at the moment, it's still Joe Biden in office doing virtually nothing, and Kamala Harris was inserted as the nominee. Wasn't voted in, but was inserted as the nominee, which is technically unconstitutional. And you've got Donald Trump. So, again, at the time of this recording, I have no idea who wins. It's all just, you know, but we're getting close. We're about a month away. Hopefully it goes in a good way, but I don't think it matters. Whoever wins, it's gonna be chaos. That's what I say. My opinion. We'll find out here in a month. You know, that when you're watching this video, we'll know if I'm right or wrong on this. But I think if Trump wins, there's going to be more of that peaceful protesting, burning cities down. You know, it's going to be basically that kind of thing. If the Democrats win, if Kamala wins, it's going to be world war. It's going to be civil war because they're going to try and take guns. She says she's not, but they're coming after. They're going to start with our assault rifles, our the guns that resemble a gun that they use in the military. But anyway, enough politics. I was just saying political civil unrest is very likely. But how much will that actually affect you and your preparedness? That kind of depends on you and where you're at and stuff like that. It could be if you're living in the downtown areas, deep blue areas or whatever, it could affect you. You might need to have your supplies. You might need to be ready to bug out, if you will. But some of the most likely ones that a lot of people don't really think about as much are just simple things like a job loss. You lost your job, you got laid off, you got fired, something happened that you're not working anymore. Or you got injured. You know, maybe you got hurt at work. So there's things that could create personal chaos, not worldly chaos. It doesn't have to necessarily be a worldly event or a national event to cause you SHTF. You could have lost your job. That could be SHTF. Now what? Now you got no money. You got no way to bring in money, no way to pay your bills. Rent's coming due, power bills come. That's a personal SHTF. What are you going to do? And at least if you have your supplies, if you've been putting food back for a while, you've been putting medical supplies back for a while, you've been putting all this stuff back for a while, you don't really have to go to the store. That saves you the money on some of this other stuff, which helps. Then you've got that little bit of cushion of at least supplies that you've been prepping for to kind of fall back on. Injury, you can get hurt again. Now you're out of work, at least temporarily, and a lot of places they'll still pay you, but it's not as much as you're making. So you've got that. You've got, plus you've got some medical bills now you might have to pay for. Another one, personal disease, like a catastrophic personal disease. I don't know if you know anybody that's ever been diagnosed with cancer, or ALS. My wife died a few years ago of cancer, so that's a big deal. So, that hits you with job loss, that hits you with medical bills, that hits you with lots and lots of stuff, lots of stress, lots of emotion, lots of, that's a personal SHTF. My current wife's husband died of ALS, same thing. Loss of a job, less money coming in, medical bills, the whole 9 yards. So it's one of those things where those are the most likely. And the other one would be, which one I kind of forgot, was natural disasters, earthquakes, tornadoes, hurricanes, floods, fires, all that kind of stuff. Are you prepared for something like that? Because, again, time of this recording, Florida just got hit with 2 major hurricanes, Hurricane Helene and Hurricane Milton. Both came in, pummeled the whole state. I mean, that whole state is gone at this point. I mean, it's devastating. I'm glad I don't live there, but you know what it is. I mean, a lot of people over there are prepared because they go through it a lot, but some of them aren't, and they had to, and a lot of them lost everything. And again, getting back to the politics a little bit, after the first hurricane, the government gave everybody $750. $750. $750. That's it. And said no more. No more relief. We sent you guys, we sent you some money. That's all you're getting. No more. Sorry. But anyway, again, not getting political. It's tough, they didn't get much help from the government in this. The whole state's pretty much leveled. It's trashed. But they got no help from anybody else. Like, that's one of the things. The government's not coming for you. That's why we prepare, because the government don't care. They don't care. Whatever. Whatever, here's $750. That's good enough. You guys can make do. That gives you like a week's worth of groceries, maybe. Then what? I mean, seriously. But anyway, I just wanted to kind of come on and talk a little bit about what SHTF actually could be, and the most likelies, because a lot of people, they just fixate on the wartime, end of the world, where you're going out there with your guns and you're shooting everybody you see, and it's, you gotta have all this ammo, you gotta have all this, you gotta have guns, you gotta have ammo. Don't get me wrong there, but for the most likely scenarios of SHTF, you don't need that. You just have it for if/when you do, but know that the most likely are on a personal level, where you don't need to go out shooting people. As it gets worse, even these political unrest, just stay away. Just don't go looking for gunfights. Just stay away. If you're in a war zone, or a zone where those mostly peaceful protesting are happening, just don't go there. Stay away. Just stay home. Oh, they're rioting up downtown. I better grab my gear and my gun and go to battle. No, you don't do that. Just stay home. Just stay away from it. If you're right in the middle of it, then you might want to at least be armed in case. But just look out. Go to a friend's house. Go to your mom's house. Go to wherever, whoever. Just get away from it for a few days or a couple of weeks or whatever, however long it takes to calm down. Because it'll calm down eventually. That kind of stuff eventually calms down. But like I said, that's the video. It's getting kind of long. Just wanted to give you what I think of SHTF, what it actually is, because a lot of people, they doomer it. They like try to make everybody feel like it's gonna be like total chaos, and it could be, but chances of it are gonna be of the worst happening is slim. Anyway, that's the video. I appreciate every single one of you, all of you, even you, especially you actually. But I appreciate all of you for watching. Please hit that subscribe button. Do me a favor. It takes you like 5 seconds. I'm trying to hit that 6,000 mark. I'm still a little ways away. Wanted to hit that by the end of the year. End of the year's coming quick. Channel's growing slowly but growing, but I may not quite hit that. But if you wouldn't help, at least do the things to help me get there, I would so appreciate it. There's also all the supers, all the links and supers down there if you feel like doing that sort of thing. But if not, that's no pressure to do that. Just hit that subscribe button. But links will be below if, there's the supers down there. There's the whatever links I get by the time you watch this will be down there. If you feel like it. If not, at least just hit that subscribe. You got nothing to lose. You hit the subscribe, you watch me a few videos, you're like, man, this guy's an idiot. Unsubscribe, you're out nothing except a little bit of time. Nothing. So, no harm, no foul. Anyway, appreciate y'all. Love you. I'll see you in the next one.